At 10 years old, grocery stores were food pantries, full-time jobs were unemployment, and a cheese pizza was a cheese sandwich. At 11 years old, grocery stores were still food pantries, full-time jobs were still unemployment, and cheese pizza was still a cheese sandwich. At 12 years old, you guessed it. Between the ages of 10 to 12, that was my normal. It wasn't until I paid attention to what my peers around me were eating when I realized that my family didn't have the same amount of privilege as my peers did. But I didn't realize this classified my family as food insecure. We had food, right? I mean, yeah, it was from the food pantry, but it was food nonetheless. So we had food, right? There was no way that my family could be food insecure because we had food, right? My work at Project Bread, the only statewide anti-hunger organization in Massachusetts, encouraged or rather forced me to delve deeper into my own personal narrative of food insecurity without even realizing it. It's people like me, I guess, who were privileged enough to not realize the depth of their own food insecurity until much later in life. It's because of that privilege that I didn't realize how disgustingly common food insecurity actually is. I was fortunate enough to not have a pandemic shove it in my face and give me the very harsh reality of hunger. In one of the worst pandemics known to man, millions of families are now facing food insecurity as a result of the economic downfall. It makes sense that many people, children especially, children like 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old me, were not aware of the level of their food insecurity until well after the pandemic hit. Schools were able to provide at least 2 meals a day to their students. With the shutdown, many students are going hungry and parents are having to give up meals just so their children can eat. But I'm so happy to report that in the last 6 weeks, Project Bread, my internship site, has set up over 1,400 meal sites across Massachusetts, guaranteeing that those families who would normally be food insecure have their basic right to food. It's because of this pandemic that I realized the privilege I have now. I'm able to self-quarantine. I'm able to be physically distant. I'm able to feed myself. I'm able to work remotely. I'm privileged. I have so many privileges right now. That said, I cannot keep minimizing my own personal narrative, my own personal experience with food insecurity, because in doing so, I risk minimizing the millions of people that are food insecure at this very moment. My privilege is a result of someone else's suffering. And it's because of that that I'm hoping I can turn a few more cheese sandwiches into more cheese pizzas. Thank you.